Hello guys and welcome to today's video. Well, today I'm here with my mechanic Bere and we are gonna do something on the turbo on the car. As you read the title probably, we are going to install a Go Fast Bits diverter valve on the car. So that should make my throttle response a lot better. And yeah, I'm actually pretty curious if it will work. It wasn't that expensive, so if it doesn't do that much, I will not be that angry, but I hope it will make the throttle response a little bit better, because on this car the throttle response ain't that great, because that's what you get when you have a small engine with a big turbo. You get a huge turbo gap, and I want to eliminate that feeling a little bit. So now my mechanic Bere is is going to install it for me. He said it's an easy job, so yeah. And as you can see, he's also pretty much into BMW. This is his F30 320i, running 260 horsepower, so it's decently faster than my car. He's gonna get an M bumper, still doing a lot of stuff to it, so that's nice. And this is his E30 with an engine swap. It's a drift missile. So yeah, he's into the BMW world. If you want to follow him on Instagram, that's his Instagram page. But now we are going to install the diverter valve on my car, and then we're gonna do a test and sound drive and see what we are gonna get. But like I said, I am pretty curious to the result. So my mechanic Bere is trying to find out how it works. We have manual, so that's a good thing. So we are replacing this part on the turbo. That's a diverter valve, and then yeah, we're gonna see what it will do. Like I said, I am very curious if I would even feel it or not, but I guess I do, because otherwise people wouldn't recommend it, I guess. Okay, so we're literally 5 minutes further and it's already installed in the car. We just have to replace, put it in another place, because otherwise we can't install the sensor. But that's just a 1 minute job. So yeah, the valve is already installed. It's as easy as that. But I just let him do it because I don't trust myself. But yeah, it's not a tough job, which is a good thing. Okay, so we have everything installed and running on the car, which is a great thing. Just did a sound check. Sounds great, but I genuinely don't hear a difference because of this bad boy. This engine intake is so stupid loud that you just don't hear a difference with the valve. So maybe if you don't have an intake, that you hear a difference, but I just don't hear a difference here. But the car is running fine and stuff, so yeah, we are gonna thank Bere for his for his assistance. Now we just did the whole thing, and we are going out for a test drive. Okay, so everything is fitted, finished, works great, and my first initial response is that I don't feel a major difference. My engine is still heating up, but down low in RPMs, I can't say that I feel a big difference. I still have to, heat up the oil a bit to rev it up a little bit higher. The only thing that I can feel like pretty hard is actually the changing noise, because when I used to let off the throttle, my intake used to make a sound, and now that sound is actually replaced by the diverter valve, and it's less. It's like a very short version of the sound and more higher pitched. I'm not sure if you can pick it up. My oil is 80 degrees right now, so that's decent. It's like a short version of what it was before and more high pitched. So we actually lost the cool blow off sound, which, to be honest, I regret a little bit, because I actually thought it was a very cool sound. Now it's more quiet, to be honest. I
guess when you have no engine air intake like I do, you will not hear any difference in turbo noise. But now I actually do feel, I feel the noise is different, and to be honest, I liked it a little bit better before. But yeah, throttle response in lower RPM, maybe a little bit better, but it can also be in my head, so not 100% sure, because to be honest, I think you can take it off my car and I would never notice, or you could install it on my car and I would have never noticed it either. So yeah, that's the lower RPM range feeling of this. The only thing which is a little bit unfair, today it's over 30 degrees again, so the hot air, my car feels more sluggish in warm temperatures, and maybe if I test this again in colder weather, that it will work way better. But now I don't have the feeling that I have a major difference. I yet have to rev it out, but like I said, my engine is it's getting on temps, but there is a big truck in front of me and I just can't overtake him at the moment. So we are gonna skip to a moment where I can rev the car out, and then we'll see if I can feel any difference or not. Okay, so we have heated up the engine, it's nice and warm now, and now we're gonna rev it a little bit and see if we feel any difference. So I am around 3000 RPM in second gear, and go. Yeah. I do feel a difference. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's a night and day difference. I will never say that. But it's a difference. You feel the difference. You notice a little bit sharper throttle response. The higher you go RPM wise, the better it's getting. But stock wise, it was the same story. The higher you are in RPM, the better the throttle response is. So yeah, and also the turbo noise has changed, in my opinion. It's just different. I'm not gonna say it sounds better. I'm not gonna say it sounds worse. It just sounds a little bit different. Like the cold air intake flutter is calm. It's barely noticeable anymore. And but yes, I think I hear the turbo a little bit less actually. The blow-off sound, maybe you don't hear that nice on the camera, but in real life it's different. I mean, you can't compare it with video evidence because you'll barely hear it. But me, daily driving this car for more than a year, yeah, it sounds different. I'm not 100% sure why it is. I'm actually not 100% sure what the diverter valve actually does. But yeah, is it worth it? I feel more throttle response. When I hit the throttle, I feel the car moving more earlier. And it's like only 120 euro. So for that price, I can say it's worth it, kind of. If it was more expensive, then I would really say like just leave it. If it was 200-300 euro, I would say don't even bother with it. But now it's also very warm, so my throttle response ain't the best anyway. So I think on a more cold day and nice intercooler, I think we can have a very decent turbo setup. So yeah, I think because it's not expensive, I think it's worth it, and it does change the sound of the turbo a little bit. Like I said, my car really sounded like it had a blow-off valve, and now it sounds more like it has a cold air intake. It's weird because of the diverter valve. I wouldn't expect that the sound would change that much. But yeah, while standing still, the difference is not that noticeable, but while driving you definitely hear the difference. Like I said, if you have the engine cold air intake, I'm to be honest not 100% sure what the difference will be if you don't have it. But yeah, I I think, you know, it's a nice little upgrade. It's, you know, I was never high on my list because I never expected too much from it, and I was right, but now I just got it because all my other modifications were just, you know, delayed. So I was like, I'll order this one, and it arrived after 2 days. I wish all my modifications came that quickly, but yeah. Anyway, guys, so this is it for this video. I am going to make a video to see if you notice any difference. So I actually timed some accelerations before the diverter valve, and then one of these days I'm going to do part 2 when the air is about the same temperature as before, because when I shot that video it was around 21 degrees. Now it's 30, so that's just too much of a difference to do it. But yeah, anyway guys, see you very soon. Bye.